What's going on, people? This is Shy Harris, Other Rebel Society, and this is another edition of my, I guess we would call this quick and dirty. So with this video series, my goal is to try to give my thoughts and opinions, or give you guys my thoughts and opinions on things, trends that I noticed, things that I see in the future, things that are popping in that there might be different ways that you could actually use them as creators, as entrepreneurs, as marketers, as branders, as pretty much all that in between. So for this video, I kind of just want to go into something that I've noticed that's been going on for the past couple of months, or people that are making moves these past couple of months, and kind of break down those moves. So let's get into Will and Jada Smith. For the past couple of months, I've been noticing a lot of digital content from Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Will Smith, for people who've been living under a rock for the past 20 years, has been one of the biggest movie stars since the mid-90s. Starting with The Fresh Prince, to Independence Day, one of my favorite movies, to Men in Black, which I didn't like, to later films such as Focus, which I thought was gonna be a great film, ended up being kind of trash, to Suicide Squad, to Bright, and pretty much all the other movies in between. So, and Jada Pinkett Smith had a decent career for herself, starting out on A Different World, to being in Woo. How many of y'all remember Woo though? Woo was popping. To Low Down Dirty Shame, to Set It Off, and she was in The Matrix. I can't forget about Matrix. In the past maybe 5 to 10 years, both of their stars have started to fade a little bit. Will Smith movies have started to be a little bit more trash. Like I said, Bright wasn't the greatest film. Focus had a weird ending that made it real weird. It just wasn't that good. And Jada, for the majority of her time being married to Will, she has really been Mrs. Will Smith. Even though she's like a dope actress in her own right, she's had some dope movies. But since they've been married, she kind of fell to the background and just supported him. But also, appearing in movies here and there like Girls Trip, or she had a show on TNT called Hawthorne for a couple years. So for the people that don't know, right now, Will Smith has started a YouTube channel, which he does like a daily vlog like most creators are doing right now, as well as he has been very focused on putting out a lot of Instagram content. It's very motivational, it's funny, it's like really you're able to see everything that's going on in the background of everything that makes up Will Smith. It's very motivational. He gives a lot of great powerful messages. He raps, people forget that he raps. He remakes videos, shout out to him remaking his son's Icon video. He does a lot of great stuff. But also on the flip side, Jada has really started to make her name for herself in that space as well. Not doing vlogs, but she has actually started a show on Facebook Live called Red Table Talk, which is pretty much her mother and her daughter Willow just having conversations about sex, marriage, relationships with other women, mother-daughter dynamics. There's a lot of dope stuff. I'm not really the ideal demographic for it, but anybody that's into Oprah or watches channels on the OWN network, this is something that would be right up your alley. It's well shot, it's very candid, open, and honest. So they're really killing it with that particular content. So my take on all this real quick is, I feel like they are making the right moves right now, the perfect moves right now. So like I said before, I feel like both of their star power has dwindled, or dwindled over the past couple of years, especially Will, who pretty much I feel like The Rock is kind of taking his spot. So now they're making the moves that is pretty much setting them up for the next 10, 15, 20 years, which is pretty much making them personal brands when we're in an era of personal brands. And keep in mind, the landscape of branding right now is there are no really big celebrities the caliber of Will Smith or even Jada Smith who are putting themselves out there as personal brands, who are putting out a lot of content, who are showing people their day in the life, a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So that's what really is gonna make them stand out the most right now. As far as Will, what I can see him taking this is, I can see him actually setting up maybe a marketing agency to help other celebrities, high profile celebrities, get their name and their voices out there a little bit more using vlogs or really killing social media content. I could definitely see that. That could be something powerful for him. Or I can really just see him, I know he probably already has a media production company, but if he actually focuses his media company onto creating social media content for Facebook, for Instagram, for YouTube, and for any other platform that's gonna, arise in the next, couple of years or so, I can see him really killing that space as well. For Jada, I really feel like it's setting her apart from a lot of people and putting her in that self-help lane that Oprah, the Tim Robbins, the Ayanlas, it's putting her in that same lane to be able to compete with them. And where I see it taking Jada is, I feel like if she wrote a book right now about everything that she's been through, is being Mrs. Will Smith, or dealing with other women, dealing with marriage, dealing with baby mamas, raising kids, she would kill it right now. Her Facebook Live video gets, millions of views. And it's really just great content that she's putting out up there as well. So I feel like if she puts out a book, she would kill it. If she had a daytime talk show, she would kill it. Or even if she just did a speaking tour where she just went around the country and just spoke with different women, she would kill it as well. So like I said before, they are really setting themselves up to be for mogul status, even though they're already there, like taking mogul status to another level in the next 10, 15, 20 years, just by making the moves and capitalizing on the space, the white space that nobody else is actually doing right now. So if you like this video, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe to this. Make sure you hit that bell icon to subscribe to see all the other dope videos that we're putting out. Make sure you follow me as well on Instagram as Shy Harris. Make sure you follow our Facebook page, The Rebel Society. And just go out and create. Like, create right now. Like, cut off this video, put some shoes on, put a shirt on, walk outside of your house, and put together something dope. Alright, well, we are out.
Yoga Flame.